In the small town of Maplewood, the onset of summer brought longer days and boundless energy to a group of neighborhood children. These were the days of scraped knees, dirt-stained jeans, and sun-kissed cheeks, the stuff of childhood lore. Among these pint-sized adventurers were Ellie and her brother Max, who led their friends on daily escapades that only children could concoct. One sun-drenched afternoon, the team, armed with nothing but imagination, decided their main mission was to build a fortress. Not just any fortress, but one that could defend against dragons, host royal guests, and hide treasures unearthed from their backyards. Their construction site was the old Thompson lot, where Mrs. Thompson, a kindly but watchful elder, peeked out from her window, her eyes twinkling at the sight. Armed with cardboard, mismatched sheets, and an assortment of sticks, the children's chatter and laughter filled the air as they built. Commands were shouted, roles were assigned, and a ragtag structure slowly took form. Max, declaring himself the Knight Protector of their paper realm, donned a pot as a helmet, wielding a broom as his noble sword. Ellie, the self-appointed queen, draped a curtain as a regal robe, her crown a lovingly dented tinfoil masterpiece. As the fortress grew, so did their tales. With each edition, a new story. Here lay the garden that grew candies, there stood the tower for spotting far-off lands, and beneath the tarpaulin, resided their fabled dragon, imaginarily snoring in sync with their giggles. As the sun began to dip below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, calls for dinner echoed from open windows. Reluctantly, the children disbanded, their fortress standing proudly, if precariously, as a monument to a day well spent. Mrs. Thompson, watching their retreat, smiled softly. "Kids will be kids," she murmured, cherishing the echoes of pure, unbridled joy.